Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvabhignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir me sada Yenakshara samamnayam Adhigamya maheshwarat Kritsnam vyakaranam proktam Tasmai paninaye namaha Vakyakaram vararuchim Bhashyakaram patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Vagarthaviva Sampriktau Vagathav Pratipattaye Jagatav Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Welcome everyone. Nice to see you all. Om A I Un Rilik E Ong I Ouch Haya Varat Lan Nyama Gananam Jabhanya Ghadadash Jabagadadash Kapha cha tha tha cha tha tav Kapai shashasar hal iti maheshwarani sutrani. We'll chant Suo just this way too. Let's use this chart. So Suo just, we're just taking off the 8 letters in this chart here. Sa o aha o aha a bhyam bihi e bhyam bhyaha aha bhyam bhyaha aha oho am I o I oho su o aha. Okay, so that's our, and we'll do Diptas Ji. Diptas Ji Sip Tasta Mip Vasmas Ta Atham Jha Thas Atham Dhvam It Vahi Mahing. Okay. Welcome everyone. So in our content, so in our class, we've been talking about Kṛdanta for a long time. When we're continuing on with our Kṛdanta, so by now we know that these are all, we're adding Krit Pratyaya to a Dhatu, and we're making a new Pratipadika. That new Pratipadika is called Kṛdanta. Okay, the one that ends with Krit. Krit Anta, iti Kṛdanta, right? So when I say the word Kṛdanta, we're really referring to the Pratipadika. When we're saying Krit or Krit Pratyaya, we're referring to the suffix alone. So just to make that distinction, I know, we were in some of the discussion and questions, we were using these interchangeably, but they're technically different, right? Kṛdanta means the Pratipadika itself. Krit Pratyaya means the suffix only. Right? Okay. So we're seeing these bhave and other karakas as a section that we are in, starting from page 81. We're looking at Lyut. Lyut. You play the flute? No. Lyut. Okay. Lyut. So say it along with me. Lyut. Lyut. Okay. So let's look at some lyut. We saw a lot about lyut last time. So I'm going to go very quickly. Feel free to slow me down. You can just put a question mark in the chat or something. When we're talking about this pratyaya and the other ones that we're going to see in this section, they denote bhave, right? The action itself, bhava. But they can also refer to other karakas. So for example, very commonly, lyut is used in the sense of karana, instrument, and adhikarana, locus. We're going to see examples today of those. But as the teacher says, anything is really possible depending on shishta prayoga, the usage of the respected people, right? So they do use these in other, to refer to other karakas. The content of lyut is ana. Remember, so it transforms, lyut transforms into ana. Okay, so we have to remember that when we say lyut, ana has to come along with that. Okay, in our mind. Lyut, ana. Lyut, ana. Okay. Ana is lyut. Lyut is ana. Okay, so there's that transformation that takes place. Panini just says, this is the transformation that takes place. There's no really explanation for that. It's going to be in napumsakalinga when it's in the sense of bhava or bhave. When it's in karane or adhikarane, the gender is decided according to shishta prayoga, how it's used by people. So certain genders are given commonly depending on how they're used. Okay. Sorry, going back a little bit, some things we might see is the na of an. So the last, this nakara, might change to this murdanya nakara. So na might take a natwam if ra or sha precedes it. And guna might take place on the anga, which we'll see that today as well. Okay. Declension, it depends on the gender, but if it's in bhave, the words would decline in a ending neuter, like jnana or phala shabda. Jnanam, jnane, jnanani. Jnanam, jnane, jnanani. Jnanena, jnanabhyam, jnanaihi. Iti. Okay. Vigraha Vakya, we are going to skip for now. Okay. Let me just pause there. I know there's a question. Harprasadji, please, you can unmute yourself directly, actually. Yeah.
Namaste, Mahodaya. My question to you is this. So when we add lyut,
yes,
the word that is formed is always a neutral word?
So the word that is formed is a neuter word when the word is made in, when the lyut is in sense of bhava. Okay, so we have to see so lyut can be used in different ways. When it's used to denote the action itself, bhave, then it'll be neuter.
So what we see in page 84, which is a couple of pages after this, they say here are more examples of lyut ending words. Yeah.
Yes.
All these are napumsakalinga.
All these are napumsakalinga, yeah, correct. Because they're just giving they're giving them in bhave, the meaning in bhave.
Okay.
So they're all going to be napumsakalinga. But we're going to see some examples that sometimes we can use this lyut in adhikarane, in karane, and then the gender may change.
Okay.
the gender may change. I think still today, most of the examples will be neuter.
Okay.
So when thinking about lyut, I would associate neuter gender.
Okay.
But other possibilities are there based on shishta prayoga. Like sometimes they'll use it in a different gender.
Okay. So when it is, we add ing to the verb, so it's like gaining, sitting, and all. When you come
Yes.
down, sahana is endurance. Why? I mean, I thought it would be enduring.
Yeah. So so lyut, we can either add ing to show it in English, or it can be I think the word in English is called an abstract noun. Okay, what I mean by that is here we can say enduring. That can be one of the translations. We can say that. Or endurance. It's just the act of enduring is also in English we call endurance.
Okay.
So there's some words that denote the act of it, right? So the act of revering something is called reverence. Yeah. So we can say revering, or we can say reverence. Both work in the English translation.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And let's just see just these two let's just look at this one here. Nya first. Let's look at nya. So when I have nya plus lyut, just to jog our memory, lyut first becomes you, the lakara, takara go away, and you becomes ana. Remember? Lyut, ana. Ana, lyut. Okay. So nya plus ana, a plus a, dirgha sandhi, right? So jnana. You just add them together. So you see, when you see words with ana, you can maybe assume that they're lyut. Here we have the second example. Kr plus lyut. Lyut becomes ana. So kr plus ana. Now this lyut can cause guna. Okay, so kr becomes kar. I have kar plus ana. Now because of this rakara, refa, this nakara becomes murdanya nakara, and then you get the word karna. Okay, I went really fast there. Give me a thumbs up if that felt okay. Thumbs to the side. Thumbs down if you want me to slow down a little bit. Okay, mixed. This word karana, kru means to do. We can say doing, or doing is called also action. Doing, acting, we can say kru also can mean act. So acting or action with the translation. Just to remind us about guna is here. When I have this vowel ru and it becomes guna, it means it becomes ar. So kr became kar. Bu will become bho. And e so becomes a. Okay. E becomes a, u becomes o, r becomes ar. R becomes a, but then it's followed by refa. So, okay, a, o, r. Okay. This is what we all saw last week. Now I can slow down a little bit. Pra plus ap becomes prap. Lyut becomes ana. So prap plus ana becomes prapana. Makes sense, right? Prap plus ana becomes prapana. This, you see, this nakara became more danya because there's a ra of pra, right? So prapana. As plus ana, asana, sitting, or it can mean the seat. Upa plus as becomes upas. Upas plus ana, upasana. That means the act of sitting near Ishvara, if we go upasana, meditation. Yeah, we saw this last time. There's some Sandhi rules that take place. I don't think we should spend time looking at the Sandhi rules there. Adi means to study, plus lyut becomes adhyayana, studying or the act of study. Jan plus lyut, janana. Ban plus lyut, bandana. Man plus lyut, manana. Prama plus lyut, prama plus ana, pramana. Vach plus ana, vachana. Van plus ana, vandana. Sa plus ana, sahana, endurance. Samadha, there's two suffixes, sam plus a, with the dhatu da, to solve, becomes samadhana, the act of resolving or resolution. Okay, so have you heard some of these words before? Okay, if you say no, I have to kick you out of the class. Okay. Here in these next set, you're going to see some more guna take place. Okay. You're going to see all the guna take place here. So remember, E becomes what? A. So ish, to desire, plus lut becomes A, right? E becomes A. There's guna. So eshana. Drish, that r becomes, there's guna, becomes r, becomes ar. So dr becomes dhar, sha plus ana, darshana. Push becomes posh, poshana. Yeah, Mukoji, please go ahead.
I thought you said if it is preceded by ra or sha, it becomes murdanya. So is drush, is dar considered ra, or is it just because it's it doesn't go for dharna? Murdanya doesn't happen darshana?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So this example here, how come it's not murdanya nakara? Because originally, this is not the consonant ra. It is the vowel r. That's drish, right? R. Because it's the vowel doesn't cause murdanya. Eventually, it does become dar, but the original is not refa. So because of that reason, the nakara stays the same.
Mahodaya, are you saying the ru, which is a swara does not cause a murdanya?
Oh, we do have a shakara here too.
Shakara should be a mahaprana.
But you just said the second sure. That one you said was with Natwam.
Was Nadwat Natwam. So
Yeah.
so what I was saying earlier still holds. This word here, right, is containing the vowel r. The vowel r does not cause Natwam. Only ra, the consonant ra. Ra or sha causes the Natwam, not vowel r. Haraprasadji, is that, you're okay with that? No? Okay, I'll have to look back in the book to see
okay. The rule for Natvam is Ru, Ra, Rakara, and Mahaprana Shakara.
Yeah, I have it right here actually. Yeah, here we go. Okay. No, so it's right here. So it's actually not, it is, as I was saying. So it is ra or shakara. So let me see if I can find it. So you'll see right here. So na is the substitute for nakara when the na is immediately preceded by refa, rakara, or shakara in the same word. So it's preceded by ra or sha, not the vowel r. Okay. And then there's this atkupu rule, but we're not getting into that right now. Okay. So you can just look back at the Sunday book for that. Okay, so we're just coming back to this right here. Hopefully that stands for right now. That's holds okay. Push, poshana. So instead of going through all these, I think we should see some more examples in the exercise. I think with the time that we have left, you can look through this whole list and see some of these on your own. I think there's some good exercise that I want us to see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the not the cheat sheet. Here. So this is the exercise. Now, what I wanted to do is in this exercise, sorry, one second. So here's the instructions. Give the information on Vyutpatti. Okay, notice we haven't talked about Vyutpatti clearly, so we're going to talk a little bit more about it now. Of the following Lyut ending words according to the meanings given in English. Okay, answer in the format below. So here's an example. The Vyutpatti means, oh, went away. Vyutpatti means, right, derivation of the word. How is it made? So this is explaining a little bit more about how the word is made. So we want to do the Vyutpatti of asanam, place of sitting. Okay, now this is a Kṛdanta word, right? We know that because we're in the Kṛdanta section, of course, but we're adding Krit Pratyaya. The dhatu is subtract ana. Subtract ana and you get as. Dhatu is as, to sit. Krit pratyaya is lyut, because you see ana. Now, from the translation, the suffix is understood to be denoting not the bhava, not the act of sitting itself, but it says place of sitting. Now, when I hear the word place, that is going to denote the adhikarana. Adhikarana, the location of as, sitting. Thus, when I'm using this word in this way, it's adhikarane vyutpatti. Okay, now, let me just pause there for a second. This word asanam, if I'm using an embhave, can just mean sitting. That's it, sitting. But I can use that same word, but depending on my intention, I can give it a different meaning. The same word can also mean, the same word asanam can also be, right, the place of sitting. Now that's different, right? Place of sitting is different than just sitting. So how do you know? You don't know. You have to see the context. And that's why Vedanta is to be explained by a teacher, because the same word can be meaning a different thing depending on the vyutpatti, how the word is derived, or the explanation of the word, depending on the intention of the speaker. And we only know the intention of the speaker because we have a lineage, right? That's passed on the intention of each of these words. And we have these commentaries that teach us what exactly does the word mean. Okay? We don't need to see the Vigraha Vakya right now, okay? I'll just say it just for completion, but aste, right? The verb as, aste, asmin. So sitting in this is called asanam, iti asanam. That in which one sits is called asanam. Okay, now let's do more examples. This word bandhanam. Okay, is this a Kṛdanta word? Yes. Please say that much, okay? Yes, it is a Kṛdanta word, okay? Meaning that it ends with a krit. What is the krit that we're ending with? Lyut. Lyut. Because you see ana. So if I get rid of ana, anam, what is the dhatu? Bandh. Right? Bandh is our dhatu. What does bandh mean? To tie. Okay? But now it says the means or instrument to tie. Now, of course, you know this, but if it's the means, where did it go? Okay. If it's the means, then which one? Karta, karma, karana, sampradana, apadana, adhikaranam. The mean, yes, exactly, is the karanam, the instrument or means of action is karanam. Okay, these 6 are never going to leave you. Okay, next one. So let's look at this. Bandh plus lyut. It says karana vyutpatti. Karana vyutpattihi. And then we haven't learned this part yet, but the way you would say that in Sanskrit is badnati anena iti bandhanam. Okay, don't worry about that last part. This much so far. Okay, jnanam. Jnanam. Okay, is this a? Is this a? Yeah, you should automatically give me. Is this a Kṛdanta word? Yes. What is the Krit pratyaya? lyut. If I get rid of ana or anam, if you get rid of the food, anam, no, I'm just kidding. Different. If you get rid of it, then nya is the dhatu. Nya means to know. But here it says object of knowing is that kartari, karmani, karane. Object is karmani. Right? Object. So I would say nya plus lyut karma vyutpatti nyayate iti jnanam. Okay, how are we? We're doing okay? Okay, same word jnanam. Now, to understand jnanam, you need jnanam. Okay, you need knowledge. Because the word jnanam can have so many different meanings. Did you jna that? Did you know that? No. Okay. So jnanam can mean object of knowing, meaning what you know. But jnanam can also mean means of knowing. That the pramana, that through which you know. Okay, means is karma, kartari, karmani. Give me a finger. How? Karane. Karane. Yeah, exactly. Okay, means is, so I would say nya plus lut karana vyutpatti. I'm getting excited. Can you tell? So yeah, you have to get excited too. This is called Vidyananda, the knowledge of the ananda of learning. Okay, vach plus lyut, correct? Vach plus lyut. Oh, I already gave you the answer. That's okay. Now, what is being said? What is said is the object of saying. So that is kartari, karmani, karane. That is karmani. So we would say karma vyutpatti. Okay. Sthanam. Okay. This is
Adhikarane.
Yeah, exactly. So sta plus lyut. Sta means to stay, right? This is place. So we would say not adhikarane saptame, we just say adhikarana vyutpattihi. Okay. Udaharanam. Now this is a little bit more tricky, but you get rid of the ana. Udahar we have. Udahar. Okay, now we have some prefixes here. Ud. What's the next one? A. And you see har. Ud a har. Originally, it's not har though. Guna took place. So it's hr. Ud a hr. H with the vowel r. How do you know that? Because we some of these dhatus are common, so we have to know these things, right? So ud a hr means to illustrate. But now we're saying illustration, or by which something is illustrated. You see that by which you get the sense of karana vyutpatti. Udahra lyut karana vyutpatti. Bhavanam. Bhavanam, you get bhav plus ana. Is the dhatu bhav? Have you ever heard of a dhatu bhav? The dhatu originally is bhu. Bhu, but we're saying place. of being, not just being, the place of being. So we're talking about location. Location is adhikarana, right? Adhikarana. Bhu plus lut, adhikarana vyutpatti, bhavati asmin iti bhavanam. That in which one is bhavanam. I feel like we're just getting started, but we have to end, unfortunately. What we'll see next time is some examples. This looks like one of those legal documents, and then they've redacted all the sensitive information. So what I've done is I redacted, I think is the word, redacted all the information that you need so that we can do this together. Why? Because sarvesham dukkhanam sahanam ishyate. Is desired, ishyate. What is desired? Sahanam. The toleration, the resolution or toleration, endurance. Sorry, the word is endurance. Endurance is desired. Endurance of what? Sarvesham dukkhanam. Of all the pain, for all the difficulties, endurance is required. I'm just joking that I don't know if I'm making pain or helping us endure the pain. That's it. Okay, we'll see this in our next class. Om Tat Sat, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om.